Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. What if I told you? What if I told you you can build $1 million business and do it in 12 months? Would you believe me? Let's make sure we get Insta live on here. Are we there? Are we there? Come on, we live, we live, we live. We in that thing. We got Instagram on here. Listen, thank you guys. Welcome back to another episode of Building $1 Million Business. As always, I'm your host, Patrick Hart, aka That Healthcare Guy. And each and every day, we're going behind the scenes to show you exactly how to build your $1 million business. Hey, listen, we're already on episode 31. Today's only February the 23rd, right? 2026. We kicked this thing off January the 11th, and we're already on episode 31. You know what that means? That means we've been extremely consistent. That means you've been rocking with your boy. That means each and every day you're hustling to get 1% better as well. So thank you guys for tapping in. Listen, today's episode is going to be dope because I'm going to give you some honest vulnerability about some stuff that I'm dealing with. And hopefully you too can resonate with it. And then more importantly, not only if you resonate with it, but if you feel like you got the solution, listen, slide in my DM. Let me know that you're in the same situation or you may have a solution for me. Oh, okay, let's talk about episode 31 really quick. What if I told you though, real talk, what if I told you you can build your own $1 million business and you can do it in 12 months? Would you believe me? Well, that's exactly what we're doing. Each and every day, we're going behind the scenes to build your $1 million framework, to show you exactly how, to talk to you about the conversations that we're having, to show you the automations, to show you the setups, to show you the product designs. All of that is fully discussed. It's an open book. So thank you guys for rocking with me. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining. I'm Patrick Hart, known as That Healthcare Guy. We have two goals, right? We have two goals this year. One is to build $1 million engine. That's the first goal. The second goal is for me. This is for me to build a 50,000 member ecosystem within my newsletter, right? The first goal is for you. It's going to be the proof point to show you that you too can build your $1 million framework and you can do it in 12 months. The 50,000 goal, that's for me. And why is that for me? Because I know this much. These algorithms change across all these different social sites, right? And as creators or business owners, mid-level professionals, we're constantly trying to stay aware, stay up to these changing systems so we can create our content to reach the people that we want to reach, right? No longer anymore. If we create our own system, our own ecosystem, guess what that means? I don't care what happens to the algorithm on any particular site. What that means is I have a built-in audience that I can still vibe with, people that still willing to hang out with me, people that are interested in growing together, right? So that's why the 50,000 is for me. So thank you guys for joining. Sign up for the newsletter. There's a link on the top right-hand corner, or there's a floating banner depending on where you're streaming from, or you can go to my link in the bio, sign up for the newsletter, and then two, if you want to build your own newsletter, there's a link in there for you as well. I put that in there to save you some dollars on creating your own. So if you want to build alongside of me, go ahead and hit that link, save yourself some dollars. It's there as well. The other thing, my other call to action that I have for you, I do these every single day, Monday through Friday, noon Central Standard Time. They're only 30 minutes long. And every single episode is packed with tons of insight, tons of knowledge, tons of different things that we're solving to get to our $1 million growth system, right? So we are on episode 31. What does that mean? There's 30 additional episodes that are already been pre-recorded, right? That you can go back and watch. I call these good Netflix and chill series, right? So go to the link that I have in my bio, go to my YouTube page. I created a playlist called Building $1 Million Business. Go back and watch all of those. Right now, those are free. Now, I tell you to go watch those only because we know this much. Content or these social sites, they've been trying to delete content so they can make space for new content. So what I have there today is no guarantee it's going to be the next 30 days, but it is there today. So go ahead and take a look at that. So if you're joining today, what are we talking about? What is episode 31 about, Pat? You talk too much, dude. Tell me what is 31 about. Listen, 31 is about the back end blueprint. I don't have one. I can't grow. This is something that I know I must build if I'm going to get to the next level. And maybe you too find yourself in that same situation. So listen to this. Week one was about proving our demand, right? And I think we did a really good job of that. We proved our demand. We talked about the analytics. We talked about the growth. We talked about the retention. We talked about how long people are on our website. We talked about how people are buying like crazy. So week 1 through 6 was proving our demand. And I think we proved that. The demand is there, right? We have over a 43% reoccurring open rate. We have over 20, I think at this point, I have about 25 different sponsors on my newsletter that are paying me just to be on the newsletter, right? I'm not like, that's without me selling anything. I got sponsors paying me just to be on the newsletter. So our proof of concept is there. We've been growing our newsletter like crazy already. Between LinkedIn and the offline version, we're right at 6,000 subscribers. We're growing this baby to 50,000. We have 10, basically we have about 10 months to get there, right? So we got 10 months to get, I think we can get there, but I'm not going to get there if my back end is broken. So week 1 through 6 was truly about proving demand. But week 7 now, man, what is week 7 about? Week seven at this point, let's do this. Week 7 through 13, I'm going to be extremely focused because like I'm in trouble right now. I can't build the $1 million framework unless I fix this back end. So week 7 through 13, it has to be about building durability, right? It absolutely has to be. Listen, if I skip this infrastructure right now, growth is going to collapse under my pressure. Like it really, really will. But if I build it now, acceleration for me is going to become a sustainable thing. Listen, I see people joining. I see my TikTok family coming in. I see my Instagram family coming in. I see my YouTube family coming in. I see my LinkedIn family coming in. And then as always, Facebook family. Those are my private viewers. Those are the people that goes back and watch my videos more than anybody. So I'm always showing you guys love. I appreciate the love. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining. Make sure you sign up for the newsletter. But more importantly, invite like-minded individuals like you who are interested in growing your wealth channel, your wealth system into $1 million+ dollars. I talk about it each and every day, Monday through Friday. And today we're on episode 31. So listen, I have to build my back-end system properly. If I don't, I'm screwed. And you guys know this as well. Listen, if I don't build my back-end system right now, I absolutely will not scale. I'm not going to hit $1 million. One thing I know for sure, if I try to hit $1 million doing everything myself manually, I'm going to cap out. You too, you may find yourself like that. I'm absolutely going to cap out. I can't rely on hustle anymore. I'm at that point where now we got 6,000 plus people. They rocking with your boy. People are interested in buying products and tools. But if my system is not right, I'm going to be capped at right there at that 6,000. I may get to 10, but I'm definitely not going to get to 50,000 subscribers, right? Or I may hit it and then I lose just as many because I don't have the right systems in place. So this is where I'm at today. I have to build an infrastructure that support our growth. The next level of my growth, it isn't more content. Like content is great, but the next level of my growth, it isn't more content, it's better systems. So this is where I'm at today. Here's what I need to add. And I appreciate you, TikTok family. I appreciate you coming in. I see you, Instagram. I see you, family. Thank you. So here's where I'm at today. This is something I absolutely need to add. Let's talk about it, right? And remember, the chat box is open. So as you have comments, you got insights, just drop your comment. But right now, my call to action for you, drop your first name, what platform you're streaming from. It's going to help me out tremendously. Not only can I see you visibly and I can acknowledge that you're here, but the other thing too is once we get to the ad spend, like we start spending real dollars in our business, we need to know where we need to invest the best or the most amount of dollars and cents, like what channel is going to give us the most amount of growth, right? And so our return on investment. So drop your first name. Let me know you rocking with your boy. And I appreciate it. Okay, I see you on LinkedIn. I see you, family. Thank you. Tapping in. I see you. I see you, Instagram. I see you, family. Thank you. TikTok. I see you, family. Okay, let's get into it. Listen, I need this back end system to happen for me today. One thing I know for sure, revenue without a back end is going to equal my business is going to be very fragile. I can't grow. My growth system or growing without a system is going to lead to my burnout. I'm not trying to burn out. I'm too new into this. There's 40 days into this thing. I can't be burning out this early. So my back end needs to be fixed. And maybe you're there. You're there too, where your manual work, it feels productive. We've all been there. You keep doing the same thing over and over again. You falling into this routine and it just feels good because you're good at that one thing. But we both know that's not going to compound. That's not how we grow. So we have to get unstuck. We got to un-F ourselves, right? So we can get to that next level. I'm going to hit you with this. If your business, or should I say if my business depends 100% on me for everything, it will only grow as fast as I can. That's where I'm at today. I can't grow this baby to $1 million with 6,000 subscribers. I have to get my back end systems straight. So let's talk about exactly what I'm going to do, some of the steps that I need to make, and then the conversations that I'm going to have. So here's my system reality today. I'm doing the work and it feels right? But it's not going to grow my business. And right now, you know what I'm doing right now? Maybe you're doing the same thing, but you know what I'm doing right now? Right now, I'm tracking every single customer in spreadsheets. Really? Like we're in 2026. Why am I doing that? I don't have to, but I'm still doing it, right? I'm manually sending emails right now, right? I'm personally delivering products, meaning, automated products, because a lot of my stuff is like courses, toolkits, things like that. But I'm manually sending those out. Why can't that be automated, right? Where I step away from that. I need to get there. I'm pulling analytics from multiple different places. Why can't I have a centralized hub? Think about this. I'm scheduling content like one post at a time. Like I do a little bit of batching on Sundays for LinkedIn, but right now I'm not batching across my other sites. Like, why am I still doing that? Right? I can't grow to $1 million if I'm still doing the same thing. Listen, what I've been doing, that works when I'm at like 3,000 subscribers, but 50,000 subscribers, that's not going to work for me anymore. I have a broken system, and that broken system is calling me heartache, frustration, and it's not going to let me grow. So I need to do something different. It's going to break once I hit the 30,000. In fact, it's probably already breaking for me. I know it's breaking because I can feel it, right? We both know this. Growth increases complexity. I mean, you probably know that much already. I'm probably not telling you anything that you already know. But complexity without system is creating tons of chaos. I want to get out of the chaos. All right. So here's what I need to build. I'm not sure what TikTok is trying to get me to do. I haven't figured out TikTok yet, guys. So y'all bear with me on TikTok. Maybe I need to, and that's another thing I need to do. I need to spend some time to figure out TikTok to make sure it works out for me. But I'm fairly new to TikTok, so it's a learning curve, and you've probably been there as well. Listen, here's what I need to build. These are my non-negotiables right here. One, let's get into my number one. This is something I need, and maybe you're there too. I need a real CRM. What do I mean by this? Like, I need a centralized customer database, purchase history tracking, engagement tagging, upsell visibility. All this needs to be in one place, because without this, I don't know who my best customers are. And maybe you're there too, right? If I don't know that much, I can't grow intelligently. And that's what we're all about. We're trying to scale, we're trying to grow, we're trying to get to our $1 million wealth system, right? Our growth system, but you got to be intelligent about it. So I need a CRM. That's one thing I know I definitely need. So that's something that I'm going to tackle. The other thing too is I need an automated email sequence. Like, and my sequence needs to take my customers on a journey, right? I need a structured welcome sequence. I need a nurture flow, something that's going to nurture my leads from a cold lead to a warm lead to amplifying them to a hot lead. I need product sequences right now, things that increase customer conversions. I need re-engagement emails for inactive subscribers, because we know some like subscribers, they get bombarded by all kind of newsletters, all kind of emails, and it's so easy to get lost in the crowd. We don't want to get lost in the crowd. We're trying to grow our $1 million wealth system. So I know I need this much as well right now. I need something to re-engage my inactive subscribers. And if I don't automate this today, this is going to lead to everybody dying quietly, and then my growth is going to go down here. So we're right now, the analytics is telling us we're doing all the right things, but right now I'm at that pivotal point. If I don't make the right decision as a business owner, my growth is going to die, and I don't want that to happen. You know what else this is calling us right now? And maybe you're there too, but as a business owner, if we don't have our back end just right, man, you know how much visible revenue we're losing? Like, this can be the difference between where you send your kids to college. This could be the difference if you even sending your kids to college anywhere, right? We got to get that fixed, and I got to do that ASAP. Here's another thing that I know I need, and maybe you're there too. I need an automated product delivery system. Like, if someone buys, you know what it should do? It should trigger access to automatically to various different things that I want them to have access to. It should send confirmations instantly that, hey, thank you for signing up, or thank you for your purchase. All that needs to be in my back end. It needs my back end, like my automated delivery system needs to add them to the right email flow. Like, there's certain customers need certain amount of emails or conversations that I need to have with them. And other customers, they need to have different conversations as well. So I need to separate the two. I need to make sure my automation flows and everybody gets the right contact or the right email at the right time. Listen, I need to log their purchases inside my system. Right now, I'm not there. My back end is broken, and I'm absolutely going to die in the next 30 days if I don't get that fixed, right? Probably less than that. So I got to get that fixed. Right now, there's some manual fulfillment that's taking place, which is wasting my energy, and it's reducing my professionalism. I can't be professional if I can't communicate properly with the people that are trying to rock with me, right? So these are things that I need to solve right now. Number four, the fourth thing that I know I need to fix if I'm going to build and grow my $1 million wealth system, I need real-time analytics. Like, I need one dashboard that shows me everything that I need. I shouldn't have to hop from one website to the next website to one CRM to my website engine. Like, that's too much. Why am I doing that? Why? And you're probably there too. I can't do that. Like if I'm going to grow my $1 million system, I have to break that habit. And maybe you're there too as a small business owner, an entrepreneur. Maybe you've already been in a business, right? And you find yourself at this exact point that I'm at right now. I need real-time analytics. I need to see my traffic. I need to see my conversion rates. I need to see the revenue by product. I need to know what my growth rate is. I need my customer acquisition sources, like where are they coming from? That's why I'm asking you guys to tap in. Like tap in, let me know where you're streaming from. That's gonna do it. It's gonna help me out so much more. But I need that insight, and you too may need that insight. Listen, if I can't clearly, and maybe you're there too, but if I can't clearly see all of the metrics within 5 minutes and understanding where my biggest growth is going to happen from, I can't optimize my growth. I cannot. So number 4 needs to be taken care of. Number 5, let's talk about number 5 I need to fix. I need a content management system, right? Right now I'm producing content, which like most of you business owners are, small business owners, content creators, you're producing content, but I don't need more content production. I need to manage the content. And then what that means for me is that means my content calendar. What does that look like? Repurposing my pipeline, performance tracking, a platform specific strategy. All that has to take place because consistency without structure is burning my energy, right? And I got all these dope things that are going for me, but I guarantee I'm going to stop my growth if I don't fix my back end. That's why it's probably the most important thing I'm going to do in the coming days. And I'm going to make sure we jump on that ASAP. Like once we get the structure right, like when we get the structure right in place, we know that that structure is going to turn our consistency into acceleration. So as a lot of small business owners, you're probably there as well. Content creators, what you're probably there as well. Like you create great content and you have, X amount of sales, but you know that you're missing out on audience growth. You're missing out on some back-end systems. You're like working twice as hard for the same amount of money. You're probably there too. No, I'm not trying to get there. I need to automate this and I need to do it today. Like I need revenue visibility. I need to know which product is the most profitable, which is going to offer me the best conversion rates, which channel drives buyers the greatest. Where is churn actually happening? Do you know that? Like, I don't know that. Like right now, where's my churn happening? How can I prevent that from happening? Here's my understanding. This is what I do know right now. Revenue totals, they're not vanity, right? Revenue total is not vanity. Revenue breakdown is intelligence. And that's what we're trying to get to as our business owners. We're trying to be intelligent about where our revenue is coming from so we can get more of it. And then we can stop the loss of the revenue that we don't even know about. Like we got to strengthen ourselves there, right? So here's why I must build this system today. And when I say today, I mean like yesterday. The fact that I'm talking about it right now is frustrating because I have a gaping hole in my business model that's not going to help me get to $1 million here in 2026. Some of you guys think, oh, I see you, family. I see LaShonda popping in. I see OT. I see you popping in, Manuel. I see you popping in, family, on LinkedIn. I see my Instagram popping in. Even Facebook is showing me love. That's what's up. What's up, YouTube? And then my TikTok family. I appreciate you guys. Listen, I'm about to, you know your boy like to talk. I got 10 more minutes to talking, but really quick, if this is your first time here, what are we doing? I'm Patrick Hart, known as That Healthcare Guy. I call myself that healthcare guy because I spent over 15 years in healthcare. I became a healthcare executive. I was part of an executive team that sold a technology company in 2018 for a large sum of money. In 2023, I became a full-time entrepreneur. And then I decided I want my business to be about impact. Like, how can I impact people? How can I help other people grow? Because, on my journey becoming an executive, being in a boardroom, I realized there were so many people who looked like me that wasn't in the room. Why are they not in the room? Like, what? They're people that were way smarter than me, but they wasn't in the room. So why did I get in the room? So I made it my mission to do something about that. What am I doing? I'm teaching you, right? We're growing together. How do we build $1 million wealth system in 2026 and do it in 12 months? So each and every episode is packed with tons of value to give you the insight that you need so you too can grow your own wealth system as well. Tap in with your boy. I appreciate you. I see you, Robert Dunn, ATX on YouTube. I see the TikTok family. Thank you for showing me love. So listen, let's get into this, man. Sign up for the newsletter if y'all haven't. We're growing that baby to 50,000. And then we're trying to generate $1 million in revenue here in 2026, right? At some point, I think I need to put up a link because I've been getting people who like hitting me up and like, well, Patrick, we want to donate to the cause. Like, we may not be interested in your products, but we love the hustle. We love your work ethic. We love the consistency. We want to donate to the cause. You know what? The next episode, I'll make sure I have like a donation link because if you're growing your business to $1 million, all revenue is good revenue. Like, it's not coming from the cartel. right? So I think we're good. But all revenue is good revenue. And sometimes your revenue is going to come from the least expected places. But right now, we're talking about building our multi-million dollar system, and my back end is broken. So here's why I got to fix my system today. It's not about being organized, guys. That's not what it's about. If you're growing your business as well and you're thinking you too may need a back end system, that's not about organization. Yeah, that's cool if you've written organized. You know what the back end system is for? It's about leverage. Most small business owners, entrepreneurs, you got in a business and you escaped from the 9 to 5 is because you wanted freedom, right? You wanted to control your own destiny. You're betting on yourself. You believe more in yourself than you believe in other people. So you built your own thing. So kudos to you. But why do we do that? Because it's about freedom. We want to free ourselves from the things that constricting us from growing, right? So my back end got to be fixed if I'm going to experience the type of freedom that I'm looking for here in 2026. Maybe you're in the same situation. This much I know is true. My time is extremely valuable, just like yours. Time is extremely valuable. I know this much. If I can save 20 hours per week, you know what that adds up to? That's over 1,000 hours a year. Like you know what you can do with 1,000 hours a year? Meaning, listen, I can repurpose that time now because I'll start thinking like a real business owner, right? I can repurpose that time into greater sales conversations. Remember, we talked about the DM strategies. Your growth is going to happen in those DM strategies, those one-on-one communications that you're having with people, right? So if I can save 20 hours a week, 1,000 hours per year, you know how many more conversations I can have about helping people scale and grow their own personal journey, their personal business as well. Listen, I gotta fix this ASAP. The other thing, man, you know how many more partnerships I can create? Right now, we did a good job of creating the guest articles feature. Speaking of that, if you want to be spotlighted in my guest articles on my newsletter and you think you got what it takes, sign up for the newsletter, go to the guest articles page, and then at the very bottom of it, I put a description on what I'm looking for in order to be featured. If you can meet that, slide in my DMs, let me know, and then you too could be featured in the guest articles as well. All right, so do that. The other thing too is, man, if I can save more time, I can increase my strategic thinking. A lot of people, have you ever just sat with yourself for a little bit? 30 minutes, an hour, sometimes even an hour and a half, 2 hours, just with yourself so you can think and you can get clarity. Imagine if you had more time around building your business as well. That could be the difference between creating a product that grows and creating something that just absolutely flops, right? Or creating an offer that's actually going to move my needle closer to that $1 million. The other thing too is, man, if I had more time, I can build high ticket relationships. As you know, your high ticket buyers, these people that are willing to spend $5, $10, $15, $20,000 with you, they don't want just more time. Like, they want to trust you more, but through that trust is built through relationships, right? Imagine if we can build higher value relationships. You don't have to sell everybody. Now I can just focus on 5 to 10 customers that are each paying me $15,000, $20,000 a month. You see what I'm saying? That can help me get to my $1 million growth system. So where I put my energy is going to determine how much money I make in 2026 and how fast I get there. So my back end system, it has to be fixed yesterday. And I'm very pissed off about it right now, than the fact that it's not. So what about consistency? I know a lot of people have been sliding into the DMs. They talk about Pat. But what about consistency? Well, one thing that I know is that automations, they don't get tired. Like, once you automate something, it's plug and play. It don't get tired. It's on repeat, right? They don't procrastinate either. We, as humans, we have, sometimes we procrastinate. I was always that guy in school that I waited till like the day before my homework assignment needed to be done to go and do my studying to complete the assignment. Maybe you're there too. But whatever you did in high school, it carries over to you as a business owner. That's why my back end needs to be fixed. I don't want to procrastinate anymore. Listen, my consistency, if I do it just right, it's going to deliver instantly. It's going to show up for me. It's follow-up sequences. It's going to show up for me consistently. The way I nurture my leads, that's going to show up for me consistent. All of that is going to lead to trust. So we need to build trust if we're going to build our $1 million growth system. Let's talk about the scalability problem that I have, because I have a real big alarming problem. You too may find yourself here as well. Like, I have a scalability problem, and right now I found out, you know what I found out? Man, I found I'm the bottleneck. Like, I'm the one that's slowing down my business. Maybe you've been there too. Like, you start doing all this analysis, you seeing like your conversions look good, the time on your site looks great, You got sponsors coming in. You got people willing to pay for you, but you're stuck. Like you're only making like $5,000 a month, $7,000 a month. Maybe you're making 10,000. Maybe you're there. You're making $10,000 a month, but you know you can be making twice that. I'm the bottleneck right now. I got to fix this. So if I'm going to go from 6,000 members that I got on my subscriber base right now to 50,000, my workload, it should increase by 10x. And right now, this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that angst behind the scenes. I'm feeling that anxiety. Like, man, I got to do something different, right? This is why my back end needs to be fixed. Listen, if I don't do this right, I'm going to fail architecturally. And that's so freaking wrong right now. I can't fail architecturally. Scale for me, it means output grows faster than my effort. So I got to get there. And my customer experience right now, we can't even talk about it. Forget about it. You know what is that? Forget about it. Like my customer experience is sucking because listen, if I get a professional back end, you know what that's going to leave me? Premium subscription rates. I'm not there. So if I'm going to hit my $1 million, I got to fix this right now. I need faster responses for my customers. I need clear onboarding techniques and strategies that move people through the funnels. I need organized communication where everybody understands what they're supposed to be doing, when they're supposed to be doing, and exactly the value that it's going to lead to. All this is going to increase my customer's lifetime value. And if you're a small business owner, we should always think about it like this. What is the lifetime value of a customer, right? Somebody may come in and initially buy one thing, but we want them to stick with us. We want them to rock with us. We want them to invest with multiple different things. Because if we can solve one problem, we can solve multiple problems. So this is what I'm thinking. So here's the architecture that I need to build. And I only got a few minutes. So I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you, family. I see you guys coming in. LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, it's Facebook. I appreciate the love. Sign up for the newsletter if you haven't. Invite other people, noon Central Standard Time, every single day, Monday through Friday. I do these lives. Right now, week 7 through 13 is talking about everything that I need to fix so we can get to our $1 million. The first week through 1 through 6 is to prove our concept for growth. We've proved that. People have been tapping in like crazy. We got over 6,000 people, but I can't sustain it if my back ends are wonky, right? So here's the architecture that I know I need to build. It has to be done today. I need something that's going to take my traffic and it's going to go into a lead capture. So I need my traffic comes in, then I capture the leads. After I capture the leads, then I need to nurture my people, right? I need to make them feel warm and fuzzy like they're part of a community. From then, now I need to convert them into like a paying customer, right? Then I need to deliver the products. Now I need to analyze where all my traffic and my analytics is coming from. And then lastly, I need to optimize. We talked about it before. I think it was the last episode. I gave you some numbers that like a 1% conversion led to like X amount of thousands a month. A 3% conversion, which was a 2% increase, led to like $30,000 a month in recurring revenue. This is where I'm at. I need to go from 1% to 3%. I need to optimize. Each layer of my system needs to do its job. And right now, I don't have a system in place. Basically, you know what I need, guys? Y'all know what I need? I need a command center. Like I need a central hub, a place where I can track my customers, a place where I can do my content planning, a place where I can see my revenue, a place where I can dig into my pipeline. Because without centralization, I'm just scattered. I'm lost right now. I cannot build my $1 million business. And it's so freaking frustrating. Let's talk about my engine, my email engine. Listen, the email engine is your distribution center. Everybody should know that. If you don't have an email list of people, you should have your email list. Right now, I'm building my email list. I need to convert my leads. I need to upsell my buyers. I need to deliver sponsor values. These are the people like my ad partners that are paying for space to be in my newsletter. If I don't continue to provide value, all of that is lost. My $1 million growth system is gone. So here's my thinking right now. Here's my automation layer. Every repetitive every repetitive action that I'm doing should trigger automatically. If something happens, like if I'm doing something more than twice, it should be automated. That's my thinking. Maybe that's your thinking as well. Here's my conversion hub. My website, it must clarify my value very quickly within the first, I would say 5 to 7 seconds on my website. People need to know what they're in for. My capture, I need to capture leads efficiently. I need to convert traffic intentionally because traffic without conversion is just wasted effort. We're not trying to waste our effort. And then from an analytics view, I need the executive dashboard. If I want to run a $1 million business, I need to think like a CEO and not like a content creator. Maybe that's you. We're trying to get to our $1 million framework. We got to start thinking like a CEO at this point. So here's the investment that I need to make. I can't build all of this alone. So I need to hire help, right? I need to allocate capital. I need to think long term, and I need to make sure my thinking is not an expense. Like my thinking is the way I'm looking at this, it's a capacity expansion. If I'm going to expand who I am in my presence and the access to me, I have to invest in my back end systems. If my systems increase my conversion rates by even 1%, just 1%, that's exponential growth over time. And every day, the goal is to get 1% better. Like that's my target for myself. I don't know what yours are, but if you're going to eat the whole elephant, you can't eat it in one bite, right? So for me, I got to get 1% better each and every day. My systems need to prevent my burnout, right? I need to make sure I'm making money even in my sleep. And right now I'm not doing that without me touching every single thing. So I'm going to get burned out if I don't fix this. It's also going to equal more staying power. Like a lot of business, they come up, they show up, they do great, but then they disappear. It's because their back end systems were broken. That's what I need to fix. I'm a real business at this point. This is what I'm telling myself. I'm a real freaking business. So I got to fix my back ends. If my systems free up my cognitive space, that's strategic clarity. That's what I'm looking for. So listen, I think we're right at time. So I'm going to close you out with this. If I want my $1 million business, I have to build something that runs bigger than me. Guys, listen, I appreciate you rocking with me. Week 7 through 16, week 7 through, Week 7 through 13 is all about building our durability. Week 1 through 6 was proving our demand. And if you want to go back and rock with your boy and watch those episodes, remember, this is episode 31. The other 30 is on my playlist on my YouTube. It's called Building $1 Million Business. Go back and tap into those. Those are free of charge right now. At some point, I may turn those into a course, but right now they're absolutely free. Tomorrow, we're going to be here at noon Central Standard Time. Invite a friend, especially a like-minded individual, somebody who's interested in growing their wealth system as well. I'm not sure what we're going to be talking about tomorrow, but you know I'm going to tell you about some problems that I'm having and the shit that we're going to do to fix it. Until next time, thank y'all for rocking with your boy. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.